Stephen Conrad. This is awkward, isn't it? Stephen Conrad, I shall nominate for the Nobel Peace Prize. The Nobel Prize for Peace. That's the one that Professor Machado, however I should, whatever the proper formal way of referring to Maria Corina Machado. Is that her name? Maria Corina Machado? She's Machado, I know that. Machado, the poet. Do you remember the monologue, short monologue by Ruben Blades in the film which was written by the guy that wrote, Counselor. Anyway, I'm not gonna remember his name because I don't remember it. Cormac McCarthy. Counselor is a quite underrated film, and Machado is written in this monologue that's delivered by Ruben Blades, and it's a quite powerful citation. I remember spending time reading the poem I remember it. Caminante, one who walks, the peripatetic. Caminante, no hay camino. Caminante, no hay camino. Machado, Nobel Peace Prize. And she gave it to Donald Trump. Apropos, DTF St. Louis is Stephen Conrad's new show. Stephen Conrad did also what is called Patriot. No article. Just the same way as Counselor. I don't think that there is article in Counselor either. I think it's just called Counselor. And I'll throw in a third, because we like triads and JVLs, and we like JVLs and GWFs. Triads. Cormac McCarthy, Stephen Conrad, and articles. Articles betray the fact that even though I can represent for the Pixies, there is no such band And it betrays that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because it is just pixies. Pixies, patriot, counselor. JVL. GWF. Not that Hegel, it's spelled differently. Chuck Hagel is spelled Hagel, is Chuck Hagel. Chuck Hagel was, what? Not Secretary of Defense, it was something adjacent. Stephen Conrad should be given the Nobel Prize for Peace, because he could do it just for one scene in DTF St. Louis. One scene. And I will only do half spoiler alert. I mean, the whole structure of father-son, teacher-student, guidance and instruction and direction from a classically paternal standpoint, but delivered to us in a time that seems utterly bereft of male role models, Bereftigkeit. That's not a word. It is now. Bereftisch. Bereftig. Bereftisch. Without. Utterly empty. Wo sind? Wo sind das, der, oder, das? Dame. Trust me, I slog hard through learning languages, grammatically proper. Bereftisch auf oder von Menschen. Vergesse du what? Vergesse Übermenschen. Nicht Übermenschen, nur Menschen. Fucking A. Wo sind die Menschen? Wo sind die Menschen? Stephen Conrad. Fathers are on the upswing. Nonviolence is dignified and it's patriarchal. How about that? empathy and care is patriarchal. I mean, I really resist saying it that way. But who is the actor? That is a powerful character. We're going to look it up. And that because Patriot is virtually unknown, and it's one of the best television series. I mean, in the of the streaming era, he's at the top. I mean, but then there's the other one that ended with LTD. And is it something? It's something religious, something about grace, LTD, and it's got Ben Kingsley, and that's really good too. There's only one season of that. Let's see. Okay, so David Harbour plays Floyd Smirnich. David Harbour. So yeah, Floyd Smirnich is a paradigmatic, virtuous father for our time. And Stephen Conrad's voice there, it's just very loud. It's very loud. Oh, I was going to talk about this. You've got this morning, I watched some of it live. I watched about as much as I could take, because these things are just, I don't know, it's awkward to watch illiterate people attempt to form sentences and pretend that they've ever had any training in dialectic or conversation or communication or manners. So Rand Paul, not Ron Paul. Ron Paul is the elder, right? Rand Paul is the hairdo. Pardon me, it's disrespectful. And I hadn't realized that Senator Paul had been so brutally attacked by his neighbor. He was literally beat within an inch of his life. And he had 6 months of recuperation. I mean, dude, it's my fault. I mean that I'm oblivious. I'm completely oblivious. So there sits Mark Wayne Mullen. And Rand Paul says, all right, here's your chance. Here's your chance, Mark Wayne Mullen, he says, and now I'm paraphrasing. You said about me, you said about my neighbor who almost killed me. You said that you understood why he did it. So now you're in front of me, Mark Wayne Mullen. Why don't you explain it to me exactly what you mean? What is it that you understand? about why your neighbor did almost homicide me. These are our times. And then and oh my God, this all the Mark Wayne Mullen is on record. Apparently, this was a big controversy. He's advocating for duels. He wants to bring back duels between men. You know, walk 10 paces and then aim and see who kills the other one first. What a fucking clown. Oh, and here's another zinger he said. He's like, so I know that any room I go into, I'm not going to be the smartest person in the room. And we're like, wow, so like a room of 5-year-olds, you don't have a very, look, you're interviewing to be the Secretary of Homeland Security. And you're going to walk into a room of 5-year-olds and you're not sure if you're the smartest person? I don't know if you should be the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mark Wayne Mullen. So, these are our male role models. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's just the minor league shit. That's just the JV club. Because at the highest levels, we've got that times 100. Oh my goodness. Male role models galore. Don't we know it?